It's the biggest redesign in Apple smartphone history it achieves, according to Apple hardware engineering senior vice president Dan Riccio. What the company set out it often it first envisioned iPhone. We've had a dream since day one that we're all digital display. Edgedoge, head old News Corp. We've worked really hard. The result is Apple's first smartphone with a 5.8-inch Super Retina screen. The iPhone is a phone with minuscule borders that scans your face to verify your identity. That features a home button and uses a series of new gestures as a result. It's also the most expensive smartphone in history, launching yesterday with a top price of $1,829. So is Apple's 10th anniversary phone worth your dollars, or should you iTunes delay second generation launches who have compiled lists for and against its purchase? REASONSTOBUYANAPPLEIPHONEX1. That screen the rest no forehead ancient to jet in the way of the stunning Super Retina display. The borders in this phone are tiny. The screen is brighter than ever thanks to LED backing, advanced True Tone technology ensures it suits ambient lighting, and it stretches into the curved corners of the phone. Point 2. Fluid software. Losing the home button forced a software redesign, but mercy, it's much more natural than before. You tap to wake it, slide a finger up the screen to unlock it, and the best changes for multitasking. Sliding a finger over the bottom of the screen instantly flicks from one open app to the next. You'll be comfortable within 30 minutes and want to look back after a day with it. Point 3. Face security. Its most controversial addition is one of its best. Face ID simple to set up, surprisingly accurate, and doesn't mean you have to hold a phone upon a dramatic gesture. As long as it can't see your open eyes, nose, and mouth, Face ID can verify your identity. Amusingly, it might not work in the morning or late at night when you're groggy and squinting from tiredness. Mind denial. Point 4. Better photos. The camera are significantly better inside the iPhone X. Users can take selfies in portrait mode for the first time on this phone, while the dual cameras on its back had a optical image stabilization for less blur, which is particularly noticeable in videos. Point 5. Emoji shows Apple's quirky side. This edition, in iMessage, uses its true depth camera to track 50 facial muscles and mirror movements and 12 moving emoji. You can send an emoji in message and save the mass videos to share elsewhere. REASONSTOAVOIDTHEAPPLEIPHONEX1. Price. The iPhone X, the most expensive smartphone you can buy. While that might make it a status symbol, it also makes it a lot to pay off the over 20 years. At $1,829, it's $330 more than a Samsung Galaxy Note 8, and $280 more than Google's Pixel 2 XL. Vodafone notes its 3-year contracts are becoming popular with this phone. Point 2. The notch. The iPhone X screen stretches from one edge to the other with exception of an area that's been dubbed the notch. It's the black bar at the top of the phone that houses the cameras and sensors necessary for Face ID. The stub there but does jet in the way of an uninterrupted canvas. Point 3. Slim screen. 5.8-inch screen on the iPhone X is certainly longer than that of the iPhone 8 Plus, but it's also narrower. Those committed to big screens may not appreciate the small loss, which is particularly noticeable when apps fail to scale up and cover the whole screen. Point 4. Home. Adapting to life without a home button might be trying at first, particularly for dedicated iPhone users. Point 5. Glass house. You're clumsy. Buying a smartphone with glass on the front and the back might seem counterintuitive. Apple says it's the most durable ever glass in a phone. Thought tests show it will shatter if drop it from head height into concrete. Bad news if you're waiting for the iPhone X. Fans. Bertelli mocked.